So guys, I think there's some kind of misconception that I'm like anti-Bitcoin or that I want Bitcoin to fail. That is so far from the truth. All I'm doing is giving you just just the flip side of the coin, a possible scenario that could play out, just so you can see the possibilities that it seems that other people don't want to share because everything has to be so bullish. And and guys, I'm not asking you to like this. I'm not asking you to subscribe. You don't have to pay for my charts, guys. I'll keep you updated on Twitter and on with these YouTube videos. I'll keep you updated. The charts aren't that important. I mean, if I find something, I'm gonna let you know. I saw a comment someone made. They said that I would subscribe to your channel until you said that Bitcoin wasn't a good store of value or a safe haven. Even if you and I believe in Bitcoin, and we obviously it's a great performing asset. I mean, if you look at the gains, they're incredible. But the point is even if you believe in Bitcoin and I believe in Bitcoin, and I do believe we'll have an all-time high. Eventually, we're gonna go, potentially to 100,000, 200,000, probably even more later on. But if you look at investors, people that stock market's crashing, guys. I told you, I published this on January 7th. I was expecting the stock market to crash when we hit this blue ring right here. And I told you this in previous videos. Every time we hit a blue ring, we come down. Blue ring, come down. Every time we hit a blue ring and a white ring, it has a significant drop. Same thing that happened here, happened here. And I said that when we hit this blue ring, we're going to get topped out, and this white ring is going to push us down. Guys, I published on January 7th, and that's exactly what happened. I had a video about it. I published on January 21st. I did a cut down version of the same chart. This was on January 24th, saying in 10 days I expect the stock market to crash. And that's what's happening. This is before the coronavirus and all of that. And I do that with these rings. People say, well, these rings don't work, and people leave these negative comments. Maybe because I'm saying something that goes against, they're heavily invested in Bitcoin. They don't want to hear anything negative. Can I be wrong? Could a bull run be starting? Of course. I just want you to see both sides, alright, so you have an idea of what's possible. People think I'm always so bearish. I published this is a video on January 10th. Look at the caption. Bitcoin crash in 5 days, or bullish case, we test 11,600. Says it right here in the title. So, I was giving you the bearish case and the bullish case, and that goes right with this structure here. And if we come up and we test the top of this trend line, that's right around, this is 10,700, but we can move this up right to the tip, and that's 11,700. So as I'm saying, if we push up, that's bullish. If at the time when I made this, if we hit this ring, we could crash down, but we pushed up, guys. I've been wrong in the past. I mean, well, that's kind of debatable. At the time, I can zoom in here. I said that if we would have moved sideways and we would have hit this ring at that time, it would have been July 1st, and then I expected we'd come down close to 50%. Granted, if I hit play, you can see price pushed up. But nevertheless, when we hit this ring, we still had a 50% drop. So was I wrong? Well, I was wrong about the timing, but not about the target, not about the drop. This is the same chart. Let me refresh this. For some reason, it's not playing out. But you can see what happened. This is that same ring. When we crossed it, we came down 50%, and look what happened. We hit the next ring out. We started moving right up the ring, and I said when we cross it, we could have a significant drop, just like we had here. I mean, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. I just show you what I find and try to share it with you. We came down a little bit. I expect us to come down more. We pushed up. Does that mean I'm wrong? Does that mean that the bull run has started and I was wrong about the drop? It's possible. If we start coming down and we test 8,000 and then we start pushing back up, make higher highs, then yes, I was wrong. But if this starts coming down and then coming down further and further, then I was right. So guys, be patient and just see what happens. people are so, I don't know, I understand people are invested and they don't hear anything negative. People got so excited when Bakkt came on the scene, and all this institutional money was coming in, and it was going to bring all this money into Bitcoin and bring the price up. Guys, financial institutions, these are the same ones where you get a 30-year mortgage on your home and you make the minimum payment. By the time you pay off your home, you pay 3 times what your home was worth. Same institutions that you go get a student loan, you make the minimum payment, you're paying off your student loans for the rest of your life. Their business model is to make money by taking your money. That's their goal, is to make profit. And guys, you know, if you're in Bitcoin, I mean, I get it. You know, I believe in Bitcoin, you believe in Bitcoin. Blockchain technology is an amazing thing. You know, if we get mass adoption, it will be the greatest thing for Bitcoin. It hasn't happened yet. You know, Bitcoin's still in its infancy. You know, it hasn't been around that long. You know, it's moved really fast for just being around for 10 years, and it's performing great. But, you know, there's a possibility that, you know, we drop down. You know, when I made that comment about, you know, if, you know, not being a store of value, for you and me, sure, but people that have millions and millions of dollars, and they want to make sure that, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars, and they want to make sure that their money's safe. You know, the stock market's crashing, guys. We'll go into this, but people that have money invested, you know, in the stock market's crashing, they're going to take it out. And I mean, look what happened. If someone invested in Bitcoin right here, you know, we were close to 20,000, it dropped down to 3,000. They'd lose a lot of their money. And if they invested here, you know, we dropped over 55%. They would have lost half of what they had. So if it goes up higher, yeah, they could have made some gains. But guys, if it does crash down, I don't think, you know, people that are investing a lot of money, they're not going to take a chance on something that could crash down at any time. They're going to put it in gold, because they know when they put their money in gold, 4 years from now, 3 years from now, however long it takes, they know that the money they put in is going to be pretty much the same value when they take it out. That's why I'm saying that Bitcoin isn't a good store of value, at least not yet, because it's too volatile. No one knows what's going to happen. We don't know for sure that we're starting a bull run or that we might go lower. It's anyone's guess. But no one's going to take a chance with their money, not that much money, when it could crash down, when they could put their money in gold and keep it safe. And guys, again, you know, I was telling you the stock market was going to crash. I was telling everybody it was going to crash. And you know, I didn't use moving averages or didn't know about the coronavirus wasn't around when I was predicting that we were going to have a crash. I just used rings, guys, just rings. That's it. And these rings were enough to tell me when we crash. We get stopped out here, we get topped out right here, and then we start coming down. And I told you in that previous video, I said we'll probably find support right here on this line, and we'll start bouncing sideways and then drop more. And I gave you the targets, you know, 27,500, potentially 26,000, and if it's even more bearish, you got support at 25,500. I was predicting the stock market crash before anyone else. And people say, well, you know, I read some comments, well, why would anybody pay for his charts? Well, you know, I knew that when we got to this ring that it would start pushing price down. And I was like, well, how do you know? Well, you go back and you look at previous rings, how they affected price. This ring right here pushed price down. This is the same fib circle. It pushed price down. This is my capitulation ring. Well, we didn't capitulate very much. We got caught in this channel. And now we're moving down this ring. And if you watch those previous videos, I said as long as we stay underneath this ring, we could possibly go down a lot lower. And you know, if you look at this chart right here, and you see this is our resistance right here, and this has been our support. Even these liquidation wicks. I mean, you see this wick came all the way up, and then it came back down right here to this line. Guys, you know, this is the same chart. This is the actual chart, but I made a version of the chart available. It was a cut down version I gave everyone access to. And guys, this was already mapped out, you know, in months in advance, and I knew that this was our resistance and this was our support. And look how this chart played out. This is the same chart. You know, price was just over here, and I knew that this was our resistance. Look, we came up, we came down to support, we came up above, we got rejected by this this red ring here. We came back down to support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. You know, and right now we were above this red ring, and then we got below the ring. Now we're pushing above it. We'll see if we come back down below it. You know, it's possible we can move back down below this ring, and we could potentially have a drop. Your target would be around, you know, 9,044, potentially 9,026. Or we could continue up. You might get rejection here, come back down, but your ultimate target, if we move up, is going to be like 9,526. You know, we could go below past this and start the bull run. But the point is giving you access to these charts gives you an idea of what formation you're in way ahead of before anybody else knows what formation we're in. And, you know, if you look at this chart right here, you know, we got topped out up here. We moved right down this ring. We're still underneath this ring. You can see that every time we hit one of these fib channel lines, we found support. We come up, we find support, you break through, you drop to the next one. Drop to the next one, you ride up it. These liquidation wicks came right down to this line and then came back up. Found support on this trend line again, or in this fib channel. Got rejected below it, came back up. Perfect support, came back up, still underneath this ring. We can move up, get possibly rejected at 9,282, keep moving down until something happens here, where we go up or we go down. So these charts give you an idea. We've been respecting this yellow fib circle. So you can see that something's going to happen when you get to this point. Either we push up or we drop down. And your next trend line down here, your major support on this chart is 9,126, and for out here you'll hit this line, you know, it's at an angle, possibly 9,148. But that's what these charts do. They show you potential resistance and support way ahead before anyone else knows. Again, guys, you know, price was only back here, and I already had all this mapped out. If we pushed up higher, this would have been a target you hit. And if we drop, guys, you'll be dropping down according to this chart. This is a BitMEX chart. You know, we're already way out here. If we drop down, your next possible target, well, this is the actual chart. You know, again, 9,000, you're going to have a lot of support down here at 8,821. So that's why people pay for these charts, because they give them an idea when you'll get topped out, you know, where your support and resistance is. So, you know, again, I try to just give you the bullish case and the bearish case, but I just think that, you know, so many people are just following blindly what a lot of these people are saying, saying that, you know, the stock market's crashing, people are going to put their money into Bitcoin. I think a lot of people that are interested in Bitcoin and believe in Bitcoin will do that, and I think that they're gonna, you know, they're gonna put their money into it, and these institutional investors expect that, and then they're gonna cash in on all the money you put in, and you're gonna lose your ass. So I'm just saying, be cautious. That's all. And if you do put your money in Bitcoin, don't do leverage trading. You know, wait till it retraces back down, buy in, let it come up a little bit, and set a stop loss, so that way you can ride it up if it goes higher, and if it drops, you didn't lose anything. But do not use leverage trading, guys. The worst thing for Bitcoin is leverage trading. Look at these wicks. I mean, look at this wick right here. This wick that came up. We came up 3.4%, and then we came down almost 4%. Guys, this is just liquidate. This is for people doing longing and shorting using leverage trading. This is the liquidate longs and shorts. You cannot win in this market using leverage trading. So you know what? If you want to save Bitcoin, and this isn't financial advice, guys, but stop doing leverage trading. You know, if you're already in profit, get out. Take your profit. Don't do any more leverage trading. Let's let these you know, Bybit and BitMEX and these other exchanges that are doing this ridiculous, you know, offering this ridiculous amount of leverage trading, just stop using them. So they start losing money, and let's let Bitcoin, you know, run its natural course, what it's supposed to do, because prices are being manipulated like crazy, and people are losing their ass. Why do you think Bybit's giving away $400 for free for putting money in? You think they're doing that because they're going to lose money? No, they're doing that because they know they're going to take your money. You put your $400 in that you can't cash out. You have to use it for trading, and you have to put a certain amount of money into it anyways to get that $400, just to trick you into getting in there. You're playing in their casino. The cards are stacked against you. You're going to lose. So you know what? Hashtag save Bitcoin. You know, I'm gonna put that on my Twitter page. Spread the word. Stop doing leverage trading. Let's fight back against these you know, Bybit and BitMEX and these other ones that are just killing Bitcoin and causing people to lose confidence in it. You know, stop leverage trading. You know, buy the dips, write it up. If they want to take advantage of us, because it's pretty obvious what happens. You saw this wick came down. You know, you buy in, you write it up, you sell when you get to the top, you take your profit. Just take advantage of this manipulation. But don't be leverage trading, because they're going to wreck you. They're going to take your money. And I always hear people make comments, oh, well, you took his advice. You said we were going to pump. We had a dump. Or you said we were going to have a dump. You pump. You got wrecked. I don't get wrecked because I don't do leverage positions. I don't do leverage trading, so I'll never get wrecked. All I do is I come down, I see there's a line here for support, I buy, it comes up, I sell, period. Just make gains, you know, slowly. But that's how I play it. Again, you know, if you want to save Bitcoin, stop doing leverage trading. You know, we need Bybit and these BitMEX and these other, we just need those to get shut down. We need them to start losing money, and the best way to do that is just to not use them. But again, guys, I do believe in Bitcoin, you know, and I admit I could be wrong. But guys, I told you that we're moving down this ring. We moved down this previous ring. Now we're moving down this next ring. So, you know, if we don't continue down this ring, if we push up above this, yeah, I expect this to go much higher. Just like I said in this video, we could potentially go to 11,600. So don't think I'm completely bearish. I'm just giving you scenarios that could play out. And right now we're moving down this ring, guys. If we continue down, you know, your next strong support, and this goes way back. Let me go to the 1 day to show you the bigger picture here. I can hide. I'm gonna hide this. But this orange ring right here, this is where we peaked out at 20,000. We moved right, found this as it was resistant, perfect resistance. Then we capitulated down from 6K to 3K. We came up, found a little support on it. This is the next ring up, guys. We've been hugging this ring as support and resistance back since 21st of June last year. Just back and forth, up and down, and we just barely got above it, guys. We've been above it before by 21%. You know, but even so, we came up, we dropped down below it again by, you know, 16%. Over here we came down, you know, 30%. So, you know, we're not that far from this support, and you can see how much of a role it's played. This is my capitulation ring. This is the next ring out. We rode up this ring, we crossed it, we found support right here on this red ring and this orange ring. Again, if we move up higher, then that bullish case I gave you can play out. If we drop down here and we break this support, then the bearish case is going to play out. But give it time, guys. You know, nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm just giving you what I find as possible scenarios that could play out. And I just think it's likely, as long as we stay before that ring. Let me refresh this. As long as we stay, you know, underneath this ring, which it seems that's what we're doing, it will push us down. And if we find support, we could be bouncing back up and forth until we either break to the upside or break to the downside. And if we are in this channel right here, you know, that we seem to be bouncing back and forth in, then, you know, this might be the point, that before February 6th, that we could potentially, you know, come down here, find support, come up, break through this, and then we're off to, you know, put in some new highs. But don't forget the bigger picture, that before we can be completely bullish, we have to get above this top of this trend line, and then we have to make a higher high, higher than 14,000. Then we can get even more bullish. But until that happens, guys, it could still be bearish, and it could play out where we could have a hell of a drop. So that's all I'm trying to tell you, guys. If you do want to access my charts, that information's in the description. Follow me on Twitter. My link is there as well. That's where I go to make updates. It's easy, it's fast. And guys, until the next video, that's it.